Yo, how is it going? Gonna be doing a best ball draft, probably at least get the first 5 to 10 rounds done here on the video. I'm gonna be posting this to the channel. I've been teasing it out forever, and I'm here to finally deliver. Yes, it's been a long time coming, and I cannot be more excited. I'm kind of, be honest with you, ready for a change of pace here. I don't know if you guys are. I know it's early in the season. We're gonna be doing best ball drafts all summer, but wanted to dive into one nice and early with you guys post NFL draft. This is Bets Before Bed. All right, so found a draft I can get into. And I'm going to be honest and say that I talked about this on Twitter a little bit. I like to do some warm-up drafts. I really do. So I jumped into the Schnauzer, I believe it is. I like to do some low entry, low cost drafts. Right now I'm running one BBM 5 already in a slow draft format. We'll definitely be drafting the BBM 5 live on stream, but it's so early in the season. I like to get warmed up. You know, I want to get a little loose. You got to stretch the muscles out. You got to rub some what was that in Little Giants? He rubs the evaporated milk or condensed milk on what's his name? Tank's hamstrings before bed every night. That's kind of the same thing. We've gone off the rails, but you get the picture. All right. So I'm going to go into the draft with a plan. I'd like to stack unless I get somebody like Anthony Richardson. If he makes sense at whatever pick, I'm at where I think it's a good time to get him ADP wise. I'll go for the stack. So you see Christian McCaffrey goes first. CeeDee Lamb is next. No real surprise there. Tyreek Hill goes next. I am totally fine with Tyreek going number 3. I would much rather get him at the 6 or 7 spot. Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. This is kind of how it's been going with Tyreek Hill being the outlier there, I would say. For me, at least personally, like I like Chase at the 3 spot. I really do. And I think you can make an argument for him in the anywhere in the top 3. For me personally, Chase. So looking at this, they're going to take Justin Jefferson, Breece Hall, or Amon-Ra. Wow, St. Brown goes there. If Justin Jefferson falls to us at the 9 spot, I think you got to jump on it. I wouldn't mind him, Breece, or Puka. There goes Justin. And, I'm going to go Puka here. I'm going to take Puka here and see if we can't go with a late Matt Stafford build potentially with him and maybe Demarcus Robinson. I'm going to throw Robinson in here onto my queue. I'm going to throw Stafford into my queue. And who else do I want to look at? That's good for right now. Curious to see if it comes around. Let's see where it comes here. And I could go Cup, but I almost like getting that 3rd guy instead. Well, we'll see. I think Tyler Higbee's an option here too. And to be honest, let's look at Kyren Williams. I'm going to load up on a little Rams stack here. Kyron's up now. I think I'm going to go Ayuk here. Let's start off with 2 wide receivers right off the bat. Nothing wrong with it. This is going to be the guy I'm going to target late in this one. Just go onslaught here. Kyren Williams goes after Ayuk. Devontae Adams goes next. Drake London. There we go. How's that? Oh my gosh, that's better. Listen, guys. Sorry about that. I need to be zoomed in a little bit. Yeah, Drake London's a guy that I hate that we have to take him in the 2nd round. I mean, that's not bad, at least towards the end of the 2nd round. Achane, let's see if we get a run on quarterbacks here. Or do people follow right down the line of wide receivers here? Meyer's taking all the time here. He's really thinking about it. I think he's auto-drafting. Olave. Now, I don't know if you noticed, there's the ADP right now of what we should take according to that, and there's my rankings. So I got to update them. They're a little bit outdated, but Just to go to show that just goes to show you here the difference. Wow, Neighbors. Neighbors is going right up there. Where do I have Neighbors? Yeah, down below with Waddle. Wow. Neighbors is going above Waddle. It's interesting. Nico Collins, no concern there for Stephon Diggs. Debo, okay. Nothing wrong with Debo there. I think that's probably a good view right there. What's Mr. Cash Money going to do? Back-to-back picks here. What's his plan? Let's see what this team look like. He's got CMC, that's it, and he's at the turn. Mike Evans feels the need for a wide receiver there, and Jalen Waddle jumping up the ADP. ADP doesn't mean much right now, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and keep drafting DJ Moore there. I'm keeping mine on. What do we got? Diggs, this guy's got 2 receivers too. Does he go wide receiver? Does he grab his running back or quarterback here? Let's see what Hall does. DJ Moore. Cooper Kupp goes. There's the dream. Jacobs, Pittman. All right, we're coming up. So you've got one of the quarterbacks here, and in another draft, I might go that route, but I'm leaning on this late round Matt Stafford build that I've got cooking up. Henry goes, so I'm going to forego the quarterbacks here and look at both rankings have Neighbors as the next guy, or I could jump with Kelsey. I'm going to go Neighbors here, and I'm going 3 receivers right off the bat. I'm loading up, putting that NFC build together. So we've got Puka, Ayuk, and Neighbors rounding out the wide receivers. I don't really care too much about bye weeks. I know you can see that a little bit better on some of the other screens. That's probably the best view right now. Tank Dell goes. No Stephon. Oh, no, Stephon Diggs did go. Man, 3 Houston receivers in the top 3 rounds. Madness. Somebody's got to suffer, right? Look at that. Couple guys going all 3 receivers. Tyreek, Nico, and DJ Moore solid. Jamar Chase, Chris Olave, Cooper Kupp. What do you get out of Cooper Kupp there? Listen, I'm happy with my start at receiver. Neighbors is all upside. Ayuk is all upside. He might get traded. Ayuk could get freaking traded. All upside here. And Puka, I mean, in theory, the guy should get better. Wide receivers crush it in the second year. Zay's gone. Defense wins. Goes Lamar and Zay is the stack. Not a huge fan of it. Man, if these quarterbacks are just sitting there. Josh is sitting there. Man, everybody's skipping Josh. I can't do it. I came in with a plan. I don't think it's worth. Although I could get him and have him as my quarterback. I could, if Josh falls to me, I might take Josh right here. But he needs a quarterback. Josh Allen. Yep. That's exactly what I said. Now, I think I'm going to go ETN here. I'm going to go ETN and grab a running back here. Somebody I can depend on. So not really 0 running back, but I'm happy with that. Picking a guy like that late like this. Let's see what we got coming up here. We've got Cooper. Man, I'd be thrilled with DK as my 4th receiver here. I'd be okay with Cooper. Even Pitkins, really. Even Pickens. Be okay with that. I don't have a lot of love for Keenan. I don't really we'll see what I do at quarterback. We'll see. Let's see who comes around here. So we've got Higgins. So Kelsey went right after me. Fine with that. Higgins, Metcalf, McBride goes. So a little run on tight ends here. Let's go full screen and zoom out just a tiny bit. James Cook. Hull's got 3 receivers. Does he deviate? Does he deviate here? Keenan Allen, 4 receivers. I don't hate it, but I agree. I want a receiver right here. If I can get a receiver, I'll have a way better running back than he gets there, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'll be happy with that. Let's see. Stroud goes. So the quarterbacks are running. Man, guys, I'm not trying to be a homer here, but I would not hate Richardson's going there. So Stroud, Andrews, Mixon. So the receivers are still going. Could scoop a second running back. Or I could get McLaurin. I'd be pretty happy with McLaurin here. Christian Kirk. Odunze. Nice. I'm fine with the reach. I wouldn't do it myself. I am not a guy that wants to reach on Odunze. See how this shakes out. He's got to go receiver. Damn. McLaurin. Richardson goes. All right. The guys that we were looking at are going. Cooper goes. Let's see. We go Christian Kirk. Run a couple of a Jacksonville stack here. Man, Rashee Rice. Let's go Kirk. I probably should have gone Rice. I'm kind of torn. My thought is I could get 2 stacks in this one. I could go with a Jacksonville stack and a Ram stack. And again, both guys are guys that really don't scramble at the quarterback position. So they get all of their yards and all of their points through their pieces like this. It's not like an Anthony Richardson where I've stacked all his pieces. Like, I don't want to do that. But if I'm going to stack Trevor Lawrence, I've got Trevor Lawrence as running back and a wide receiver here on his team. If that offense goes nuclear because they get a game later on down the road against, the Colts or Houston or I don't know who else they'll play, but, and they just go crazy, I'm fine with that. Got to make sure I get Stafford. If Rice falls to me, I'll count that as a pretty good win. Mixon goes. Pitts is out there. It's interesting. Brown goes. Do I snag Rice for the championship run? Yeah. That's a no-brainer for me right there. That is a no-brainer for me right there. I am fine with that as a wide receiver core. I am okay with it. Kyle Pitts was the other guy I was considering. That's a good pick right there. That's a solid pick there. Ridley goes. Tons of running backs. Zamir White's a guy I'd be happy with. Listen, Chubb for later on in the season, I don't care. Let's see him come back to form. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, I got to get I'm going to try to get Trevor Lawrence here if it makes sense. So I threw some of these guys up in my queue. Let's take a look at the big board here. We've got a couple of picks here. Let's blow it up. Blow it up, blow it up. There we go. That's where we're at right now. There's the board. Woo! Brian Thomas. He would have been a nice piece to get. But Etienne is a guy that can catch the ball out of the backfield. So I don't mind stacking the quarterback running back if I get him. with a pass catching running back. So we'll see. Let's see. Kittle, they're going 2 tight ends there. Kincaid and Kittle back to back. I don't know. That's the guy that likes building out his team, filling in every position. Not this guy right here. Not this guy. Does everybody have a quarterback except for me? No. A couple people don't have quarterbacks. Addison? Anybody stacking anybody here? Everybody's all over the place, huh? Nobody running a stack. Nothing that I could see yet, really. That's that obvious. Burrow and Higgins. Richardson and Pittman, fine, but like no one really loading up. Naked Josh, Devontae Smith. Okay, there's a couple. And then Zay, I knew that one. All right, I'm going to close this because it's coming back here. What do we got here? We're set there. Where are the quarterbacks looking here? Oh, we got a while before we got to get any of our guys. Wait, where's Stafford? There he is. Okay, behind Trevor Lawrence. All right. So we're good for a little while. I'm just going to keep loading this team out. I'd like to get a running back. James Conner, Zamir White would be good here. Montgomery's still out there, huh? I think I'd rather have Zamir. Although, do you take Montgomery in case Gibbs can't make it through a season? Interesting. We'll see. Maybe somebody will make the decision for me here. Hopkins, Smith and Jigba. What do we got next here? Got to think this guy goes running back, right? 2-2 train. I mean, I know he's going 0 running back, but like you do have to take one eventually. You do. There it is. Have I done best ball drafts before, ladies and gentlemen? The answer is I have. Let's see. Consultant's going before me. Godwin. Okay. I'm going to go. I'm going to go James Conner here. And let's see if it comes back around one more time for me. I like this team. I do like this team. I've got no problems with this team. Now, I would like to get another receiver here. But the question is, who's going to be out there? What round are we in? Coming up on the 8th round? Let's see. Dak, Samir, Mostert's still out there. Chubb, nothing wrong with that. Swift is interesting. A lot of guys here. I wouldn't mind looking at Adonai Mitchell and Samuel, Jameson Williams, Boomer Bust. I'm really super interested in a lot of these other wide receivers. So that tells me could go Shakir. I want to get a receiver here. I know I'm going to scoop up Demarcus Robinson late, but I think like one more here. Oh, also don't want to force it. Yeah, Keon Coleman's the next guy up. If Keon Coleman's there, I might just snag him. Oof, I should get Zamir White, right? He's going to grab Zamir, isn't he? I'm taking Zamir. Do I grab the generational tight end here? Yeah, I'm going to grab Brock Bowers here. I took a quick look real quick, and I made a business decision. I guess there's a couple of quick options that I could have gone with. But with Zamir White going before me, I really didn't need to jump and grab Keon Coleman. Yeah, I was fine with that because I'm going to grab Robinson late. There's a couple of guys. I could get Curtis Samuel, and he could have just as big of a year as Keon Coleman. We're not drafting Dynasty here. We're just drafting best ball. And Curtis Samuel could absolutely have just as good of a year. So I'm going to look and try to snag either him, Mitchell. I'm going to get Robinson in here. So I'm fine with that. These guys are going to be one of my last picks. I didn't feel like we had a reach there. I'm going to try to go up here and grab him pretty soon. And if I can get Higbee, fine. I'm not really that concerned about it. So that's kind of where I'm at. This guy's got no running backs. Is he going to draft one? Tony Pollard. I don't love that being your only one. Who are you going to run it back with? I'm very curious to see who he gets. He's going to try to get one of these young. Watch, Mr. Poopy is going to try to find a running back that is probably a rookie. Somebody that is going to maybe get an opportunity to win the starting job or come on for somebody getting hurt. You watch. That's who I think he's going to get. I think that's his strategy. Now, I don't want to. Oh, Zach Moss is still out there. It's not a bad option either. I don't want to wait too long before grabbing a quarterback. I could even go 3 quarterbacks. I don't know. With Gardner. Gardner, I could probably get in the very end, right? I mean, like the last pick, right? Let's see. Who said it? It's exactly what I said. Literally gets the exact person I said. Like somebody, the exact prototypical guy, just like that. Exactly who I said. Brooks. It's going to come on for Chuba Hubbard. Is Brooks hurt? I think Brooks might be hurt to start the season. Comes on later, tries to win the job. Exactly. Benson. Ooh. All right. People are starting to grab the rookies right now. So I am going to try to grab one of these guys right now. Adonai Mitchell, my Colts guy. I don't really want these other receivers. So if not, I might end up holding off and my build might look quite different. Curtis Samuel. Give him to me. Give him to me. Give him to me. I'll take it. I'm happy with that. I'm feel pretty good about this. I don't think I need receivers anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and take it right off the list. And I'll double check like if I really need one or really want one, but like I'm fine with waiting and just getting like Robinson or somebody, or maybe not even. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I would like to probably get 7. But now I really got to make sure I get one of my quarterbacks, which would be Trevor Lawrence coming up soon. And then I want to get Blake Corum. I need another running back or 2. Robinson is a guy. Let's take I'm 5 picks away. I guess I'll wait a minute. I was going to pull up the whole big board, but let's do this. Excuse me. That guy literally did exactly what I said. Mike Williams, no thanks. Romeo Dobbs. Khalil Shakir, solid. Nothing wrong with that. His receivers kind of suck, though. He's got 2 Green Bay ones. No stack with the Green Bay quarterback, though. Man, I don't know about that. I don't love that. You can get 2 to 3 guys on the team. The weapons, and you're not gonna get his their quarterback. I mean, this doesn't make a ton of sense to me. All right, so Williams goes. I'm fine with Brian Robinson, but I do think I might have to reach here a little bit if I want Trevor Lawrence. But do we reach here? Um, I went Singletary there. It's not going to be a pick I feel great about. I do think Robinson has a lot of competition. I mean, Eckler coming in, I know he's older. I took a chance. That's all I'll say, I guess. Singletary looked decent last year. New offense. No real competition. I mean, literally, they've got no other running backs out there. It's Singletary and Eric Gray and Tyrone Tracy. I'm not super worried about though. I mean, like, I'm okay. I'm okay with that pick. I'm fine with that. Trevor Lawrence goes, which is fine. Why did he take him? Who does he got? Yep, he's got him with Brian Thomas Jr. That and Evan Ingram. I in hindsight, I should have looked at that. I should have looked ahead to see if anybody was building a large stack with him. And he was, which is fine. I'll make sure I get Matt Stafford. I'll have to get him with my next pick probably. I'm not going to risk it. I don't want to risk missing him and have no stack. So it'll come back around. I'll reach on him a little bit, but I'll be okay with it. That's what I'm thinking. Get a couple more picks, and then I'm going to call it here for the live video. Show you guys how I rounded it out, and then I'll post a picture to my Twitter of the what the team looks like. And I'll probably talk a little bit more in the Patreon about what my thought process was with a couple of the picks and, just how I feel about the team overall. But overall, I'm pretty happy with these three guys at running back. You've got three guys with very little competition, maybe James Conner excluded. But James Conner had a great year last year. All right, little run on quarterbacks has me a little bit worried, but we need to get 5 more picks. So, and all these guys got 2 and 1 quarterback. I think we're okay. Gabe Davis, good. Let it go back to wide receivers. Flip it back. See the next quarterback up. Give me a little tight. Give me a little tight here. What's the overall board look like? Oh, yeah. Nobody should be reaching down there for him. Unless they're going to try to screw me, which, Lloyd. They're starting to grab him. Good. Good. That's fine. There's no either one of these guys could grab him in theory, but it'd be pretty silly. Really would just be a screw me moment. And 2 more. See what happens here. Perfect. Interesting pick. And come on, you got to get like Myers or somebody's up here. Tyjae Spears. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and get the guy that we wanted and complete a stack at least. I like it. I'm happy with Puka and Matt Stafford. They go nuclear. Even if Cooper Kupp catches one or something, I'm happy. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I was hoping for. Let's put the board on the screen here for a minute so you guys can see where we're at right now. The only pick that I don't actually regret the pick at all. I could have taken right here. The Devin Singletary pick is interesting because I could have taken Trevor Lawrence there and gotten the stack and had 2 stacks on the team. And in hindsight, that might have been a little better. And maybe it's my error for not wanting to reach so high, but at the same time, I like the team I built out. Um, I think I'll be fine with Levis as a quarterback here. Could go back with Watson. Actually, Baker wouldn't be a bad idea either. So I'm really okay with what I got. I'm not mad about it. Tyjae Spears goes. Do I get Corum? This is where I get Corum too. Perfect. That went really well, actually. It was right at his ADP, right where I think it's a fair spot to get him. Kyron Williams gets hurt last year. Listen, guys, I mean, actually I kind of feel like that's a good spot right there to stop. I completed the cycle. I built out the Rams stack I wanted. I didn't really get the Jacksonville stack that I was kind of hoping for. Even with two of their pieces, but by the same token, the flip side of that is if they have a big week and I'm going against them, well, I've got the ancillary pieces. So if they've got um, Trevor Lawrence running and I've got ETN and ETN scores a touchdown or two and Christian Kirk catches the other one, well, I've gobbled up all their points from their quarterback. So like literally they've gotten nothing out of it. So I think that's always something to consider as well. So I'm happy with this. Listen, guys, I hope you hope you liked it. Hope you guys liked this, found it enjoyable. I know it's a little bit longer video, but I wanted to at least give you guys the first 10 rounds. We ended up going 12. Wanted to give you guys an idea of like the thought process and what goes into the draft and kind of like what's going through my head. So I tried to talk out loud of what I'm thinking about when I'm doing this. And, I went in with a plan. We completed a plan. I wanted to get the Trevor Lawrence stack. That would have been a nice double stack there. If we knew those two teams were playing each other, I would have been fine reaching on it. And then maybe we would have had a head-to-head late in the season or something. And then I think it was worth like going out of my way to get that stack. Overall, I'm okay that we missed out on it a little bit because we put together a good Ram stack. And yeah, if the Jags still go nuclear, I think I've got a lot of action to it. So I'm gonna hop off before my next pick. And if you guys like this, please leave comments. Let me know. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these videos. And appreciate you guys watching. And remember, bet smart and win more.